Why does it sound like an exhaust leak? Oh, here's something good. I think y'all would enjoy this. Oh no, I broke my case! Oh well, I don't use this thing full time anyway. Yeah! Yeah, what about that? See, the red XD has a bit of a raspier exhaust, even though it's like the factory non-performance exhaust. That's neutral. Oh no! Oh no, your LED headlights, they're gonna blind me. Let's go ahead and put this one back in the garage, in the regular bay. And then we'll see about moving that tortoise right there. And pulling out the Buick to do a little bit of a drive. I think Karl has the headlights adjusted really stupid on the Buick. So like, oh no, I see my, do you see it? Do you guys see it? Wait a minute. My OCD just kicked in. Hold on. Let me close this garage door again. See if I can catch it on camera. I don't know if it'll show it. I don't know. Some light was flickering. There is some sort of... One of the lights on this car has a LED chip on it that's dying. Ah, there it goes. It's flickering again. Whatever, y'all aren't going to be able to see it. I'm OCD. Let's put this in the back in its shop, or its bay. And what the heck is flickering? Let me take a look. Which one of you is flickering? You're kind of flickering. The camera's not going to pick that up, I don't think. You're kind of flickering. I don't like that. Why are you flickering? That looks cheap. What about you? You good? You're good. Okay. Alright, let me go get the keys to all these cars and I'll get things shuffled around and y'all can come for a little drive with me. Alright, cold start on the tortoise. Let's see, it's been running fine since the repairs. I would take it for a drive to charge its battery, but holy crap, the lighting in this car is bad. But I don't have, haven't bothered to get the registration updated on this yet. So the registration is still expired. Ooh, it's got a little bit of shake to it. Got a little bit of a shake to it, a little bit of a gallop. That'll be fine. It's cold. But, I'll try to do a little bit of a ride along once, we get this thing registered. So I can drive it. I've been backing it up against the, garage so that the annoying Barney Fife of the neighborhood the one cop for our little town who's kind of a power tripper. We love our police, but he's kind of a joke, to be honest. So, oh my gosh, there's so much rust on these brakes. We'll put you for here, right here for now. And let's go get the Regal GS. All right, we're gonna swap to the Z Flip 5 camera, which isn't as good as the Ultra, but the Ultra's almost dead from 4K filming. There we go. I can't reach the pedals. I can't. There we go. Why is he pimp lean this car when he drives it? There we go. Let's pull this steering wheel down some. That's the position that it doesn't flop around in. Woo! Got them new LED headlights in. First of all, real quick, let me walk around and make sure there's nothing under or behind the car. Cause I never know Karl. He likes to throw stuff in front of cars and then or behind cars. And then people like me get into that car without checking in front or behind the car, because why would you? And run it over like a lead acid battery for a car. You're not idling down, are you? Whatever. Neutral drop. I don't know if I like these headlights. They're pointed way too high, I think. Let's see. Where's the lights in this car? How do you turn the interior lights on? There. All right. Yeah, he's got these low beams pointed insanely high. That's just not okay. What happened to them? They're kind of pointed funny. Got the fog lights, headlights. It's weird. Yeah. I definitely need to adjust those. How does one adjust the headlight positioning on 1994 Buick Regal GS Coupe? GS is in Gran Sport. And if anybody has a hood latch for one of these, hood latch pull, let me know, because I'm tired of using doodads to come on. I don't know about that. Let me go see if I can find the tools for this. Well, scratch that. I can't figure it out. I don't know what tools to use, so we're just gonna blind people. We're gonna be that guy. Thankfully, this is the Midwest, so most people drive trucks, so I shouldn't be bothering people. Alright, wait, how do I... This windshield's filthy. How do I do... squirties? Because that does something. Not. Wow. Great. Love that. Defog. We'll have that on. Alright. Let's just do a little gentle drive around. Hopefully not run over anyone. Oh, holy crap. These headlights are way too high. What was Karl thinking, man? Grindy brakes. Grindy brakes. Yeah, those high beams, they're like... Yeah. That's crazy. Man, this heater stinks. Okay, actually, they're a little bit better than I thought. This car just leans back a lot under acceleration. That's a great noise. What's the point of the high beams? They don't really do anything. Hopefully one day, yes, like I said, I can get Lou to get a thing where I can put the camera on my head. I can't tell how far away these cars are, but put the camera on my head and do like POV. That didn't sound good. Fuck it. There we go. Sorry, Karl. That was pretty gentle acceleration. I hope this Mustang driver doesn't try to beef with me because Karl has these headlights set stupid. That's what I'm most afraid of, is making somebody angry because the headlights are iffy. Y'all are just staring at the steering wheel, aren't you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I'm going too slow for people. So how are y'all doing? I know I've already asked this, but hey, there's, you know, nobody can never be too concerned over somebody. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Yes, I'm turning. Just get over it. The Mustang up there is farting in anger. All right. You like that? You like that, Buick? I've got to replace these gauge bulbs as well, just so y'all know. I fully plan on doing that. Karl has already had them replaced one time, and they did not last that long. So now, in the era of LED bulbs, I'm going to throw in some LEDs in this. All right, low beams, high beams. Yes, it's as bad as it looks on the camera in real life. See, all right, people talk about LED bulbs blinding you, and Yes, they can, but so can halogen headlights. It's all about how they're aimed. Just like this, they're incorrectly aimed, so I'm being an absolute douche canoe. But when a lot of the times when your headlights are adjusted properly with halogen beams, then you put in LED headlight bulbs into, you know, headlight housing intended specifically for halogen bulbs. The alignment won't be right with the LED bulbs. Like, the beam patterns are different, so you're going to have to re-aim them. Probably a little bit lower. That's not even full throttle, but we're gonna downshift and scream anyways. I am so sorry, people. I am so sorry. I know! I just got flashed. But their headlights sucked, so it didn't really bother me. Alright, we're heading home. The battery should be charged. It's up to operating temp, so we're good. These headlights. These I-beams are hilarious. If any of you, well, I was gonna say, if that was any of you that I just blinded, I'm sorry. You can bill me for, your pain and suffering and corneal damage. I'm just kidding. Please don't bill me. I'm poor. Ew, I'm running over a horse doo-doo. Amish country. Wow, this thing wanders a bit. I'm gonna have to get on to Crazy Karl about how ridiculous his headlight alignment is. Like, I set it up for him, I aligned them for him, and then he came out and did it for himself, for his taste, and man. But now I can't remember how I did it. I am so sorry, people. I'm right down the road from the house. You just have to take the blindness for now. Yes, I'm so sorry. Your headlights are very bright too. We're all in this. Okay, I can't do that. We'll get copyright. That's an Amish buggy. I'm going to have to navigate. Oh! Why does everything in American cars rattle? Can somebody explain that to me? You can't drive an American car without, you know, everything rattling. There's not a good place to hold this camera without the steering wheel getting in the way. I'm sorry, you know, I thought I would have gotten this video done sooner in the day to where there was actual daylight and y'all could see stuff and it would be more interesting, but I was sadly mistaken. And back to the garage. All right, I've got this finagled back into the garage. Oh. Yeah, love it. Give me a minute. All right, the Sunfire has not been driven in a while, so Let me just scratch up the paint a whole bunch, trying to get the key in the door. You can't see that, but I can. Let's take this for a drive and charge the battery. Cold start. I mean, by cold start, I mean 50 degrees. There. Don't you start playing any random music, I swear. Don't be streaming. Ah. Okay. This backup camera is insanely good in the dark. Like, holy crap. It's literally just, the backup camera that they sell at, well, I'm backed out the wrong way. Whatever. It's literally just the backup camera that they sell at Walmart under, like, the Dual brand. It's very good. Once again, Midwesterners not knowing how to interact at an intersection. Sorry if you are a Midwesterner or a Hoosier or whatever you want to call yourself. I don't intend to offend. Woo! Turn that down. This windshield is dirty. I can't see anything. Hey, buddy! I can't see crap! Your stupid lifted truck with eye penetrator 9000s. Let's wash this windshield a little bit. I don't think that helped, but whatever. High beams aren't doing much. Have I gotten shorter or something? I feel like my seat's too far away. So what kind of cars do y'all prefer driving? Let me know down in the comments. I've talked about, you know, me being a car enthusiast with quite a unique perspective on cars that I enjoy. You know, I tend to really appreciate and like cars that most people just see as mundane and normal. It's like, you know, somebody would have a blast. Why am I turning my turn signal on for this 90-degree corner? You know, some people think that you got to have like a minimum 450 horsepower rear-wheel drive V8 vehicle in order for it to be a serious car or something that's fun to drive. And they look down on anything and everything that isn't V8 rear-wheel drive manual transmission. And, you know, some people would find ultimate fun as driving a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or, you know, a Viper or something around a track. Me, you know, I would have the most fun. Give me a crap heap like the Sunfire to take around, to wobble around a track. That'd be hilariously good fun. Or something like, you know, super fun to me, like a 2024 Honda Odyssey minivan. I think that would be an absolute hilarious riot to drive around a track. It's like, you know, doing things with cars that they weren't meant to do is just super fun to me. And instead of, you know, getting a purpose-built car and using it to like a small percentage of its max potential, how about getting a car and using it to, you know, a really high percentage of its, you know, low max potential. It's, you know, like the saying goes, it's more fun to drive a slow car fast than a fast car slow. And myself personally, I really appreciate and enjoy front-wheel drive vehicles. I have always had a soft spot and a love for front-wheel drive vehicles. Whee! That was underwhelming, but loud. Anyways, I appreciate front-wheel drive cars. Rear-wheel drive cars, I've had access to drive, you know, many V8 rear-wheel drive cars, and some people would call it fun, but I've always been the exact opposite of an adrenaline junkie. Like, I don't need to trick my body into thinking it's going to die in order to have fun. So, like, you know, I was driving a 1998 Formula Firebird around in a town, and I remember it was, you know, 2 lanes on this side, 2 lanes on that side, just navigating traffic, about to come up to like a set of stoplights, and the car in front of me was driving slower, and I was going to gently go around it into the other lane and then get back in front of it because I didn't want him to get me stuck behind certain lights that I know always turn red in a certain sequence. So, and I barely leaned. Okay, first of all, the gas pedal on that Firebird was so hard to press down that it's not like I could ever floor it anyways, because it was just, I don't know, it was like sandpaper. It was hard to press that pedal down. I don't know if I'm just a baby, but yeah. Anyways, I just breathed on the pedal. Just slightly more than I was already doing, just to cruise through town. And the car started fishtailing as I was changing lanes, and I'm like, okay, nope, no. Not again, never again. I don't, you know, I don't want anything to do with a rear-wheel drive car. Like, and you know, I understand people can find that fun, and it's like, you know, that's the allure to rear-wheel drive cars, is, you know, you can swing them out and get them sliding and stuff, and that's fun to a lot of people, and that's okay, but it's not as fun to me. And, you know, I hope you feel the same way. It's okay to not like that either. I can be an enthusiast and not give a single hoot about drifting. Like, it doesn't appeal to me whatsoever. You know, it's so fun to spin the tires and do burnouts in a front-wheel drive car, because you know that, you know, you can make all this loud noise and smoke and stuff, and you're always going to be able to get the car to go where you want. You're not at risk of suddenly the car doing something unexpected, like you know, is in a, like what could happen in a rear-wheel drive car. And some people could say that that's just my inexperience, that I just don't know how to drive, that, you know, why I think rear-wheel drive cars are unpredictable. But, you know, and that very well may be, but it doesn't appeal to me. It's like, the most that could happen with a front-wheel drive car, you know, oh, you floor it mid-corner and you just suddenly start going straight instead of continuing on through the turn. So I can focus on having fun without having to, you know, and I can be just crazy rough with the car and stab at the gas pedal and throw it around as much as I want without, you know, having to worry that one slight misinput with the gas pedal or clutch is going to cause me to violently lose control. It's like front-wheel drive cars just make sense. It's like, you know, it's easier to drive a front-wheel drive car, and let's go down that alleyway. If it's easier to drive, does that mean that the platform, the drivetrain, is fundamentally better? I don't know. You know. And yes, I do enjoy vehicles, purpose-built sports cars. You know, well, some people might not view Honda Civic Type R as a sports car, but I enjoy, you know, purpose-built front-wheel drive cars made for going fast. I mean, I think it's really cool that they're not, you know, apologizing for the vehicle being front-wheel drive. Like, you know, everyone liked Chevy Malibus and Impalas and whatnot back in the day because they were rear-wheel drive. And then when they came out back in the 90s again, and, you know, people hated them because they're front-wheel drive, and GM just put these nameplates on a front-wheel drive car and was like, you know, sorry, yeah, we know it's front-wheel drive, but what can you do? No, they make the Civic a purpose-built sports car, and they're like, yes, it is front-wheel drive, and it's always meant to be front-wheel drive from the beginning. We didn't, you know, what am I trying to say? It's not like a sports car in spite of it being front-wheel drive. It is a sports car because it's front-wheel drive. I don't know how to explain it. I just think it's cool. And yeah, I think those, like, the Pontiac Grand Prix or Grand Am, I don't know the difference between the two, but the GXP ones that were V8 and front-wheel drive in the 2000s, those were pretty cool. I thought those were really neat. And, like, I'm not much for older cars, and especially carburation, but, like, if I were to ever own a classic car, like, I would love to have an Olds Toronado that's front-wheel drive, because that's just cool. That's cool to me. You don't see very many front-wheel drive cars in the hot rod scene. Sorry for blinding you people. All right, I think the Sunfire is, I think the battery is charged and sunny. Floor it. Wet corner. And I didn't suddenly lose control and almost die. So, I enjoy that. Some other people might think that's boring, but, you know, me, I'm really weird. I really enjoy these cars that handle like crap. Like the Sunfire, it was the most perfect car for a young car enthusiast to have as a first car back in the day. This is a sedan, so it's the two-door. It's got the base model overhead valve, 2.2 liter four-cylinder, the GM 2200, and it has no sway bars, front or rear, unlike the SC or the GT Sunfires. And it's hilarious because it's got these 14-inch wheels with massive balloony sidewalls and no sway bars. So it's just stupidly floppy and rolly in corners, and you go around a corner real slow and it just feels like it plasters you to the windows. The G-forces, because the body roll in this thing, it's hilarious. It drives like a old, Malaise era Lincoln or something, even though it weighs less than most cars on the road today. It's only like 2,500 or 600 pounds. So it changes direction real fast, but it just flops around on its suspension, and it's so hilarious. I love it. It's so fun to, you're driving this thing around on curvy roads and you're just bombing down the road, foot to the floor, and going around corners as fast as you can. And it feels like you're going 100 miles an hour around these corners, but in reality, you're doing like 35 or 40, and it's so fun. It's like perfect for a young person. You're not really doing anything illegal, and you're not really doing anything too dangerous, but it feels like you're doing a lot, and that's awesome. I like crappy handling cars. They're so fun to drive around like a maniac. All right, well, if you've been here this long, I appreciate you staying and listen to me ramble. And if you have any counter arguments or, interesting anecdotes of your own, let me know in the comments. Thanks for coming along. Merry Christmas. Today is 2 days after Christmas. I don't know the number date because my mind does not time correctly like everyone else. All right. Thanks. Bye.